Alright, so check this out. I'm making a quick little stone skipping simulator. I just want to finish this in like a week or something. And maybe it'll be like a free app for an iPhone or something like that so people can download it and waste time. But anyway, check it out. I made this. I started last night, but I didn't really make any progress. And then I slept and I woke up this morning at 8:30 and I've been working on it and now it's 11 and this is how far I got. So let's try it out. You click and you got your stone and then you flick it. Oh, I don't know why right now it's really powerful. Alright, so I think, yes, if it's a short time, it's more accurate. So I need something to clamp the values, so if I'm just clicking and holding it, it won't shoot off like that. But anyway, yeah, if you just do a quick little flick, it's pretty realistic. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes you can really flub it. Let me show you. I hope you can see the mouse moving, right? I'll put something in there that'll affect the angle, but I mean, this is what I got done in just this morning. Like I said, I don't want it to be a big project, but I just hope it's satisfying enough to play for like 30 seconds or something like that. And I think it will be once there's ripples in the water. And I don't know, I might like put some boats going by, and if you hit it, like a little guy on the boat gets mad. Or that'd be cool if it was like, there's a beautiful woman on the boat, and she's like, what the hell are you doing? You know, if you hit the boat. Ah, see? Sometimes the stone will flip over. Yeah, but right now the angle is not really affected by anything. So, you know, I can put some code in there to affect that. But I mean, basically, there's here's the throw stone script, and that's on the camera. And there's a lot of variables here with not the best names. But basically, there's a hold stone that goes down on mouse button. And this function runs, it does the input mouse positions, and those have to be divided because they're pretty big. And then also the force up is by get axis mouse Y. This get axis mouse Y is actually like a delta number. So if you move the mouse, it'll be 1 or -1 or -0.2 or something like that. But when you stop moving it quickly, it returns to 0. And I don't want to really totally explain all this, but yeah, this look rotation, this will put an angle on the stone, and it's just aimed at the camera. So I think maybe when I finish the game, like when you're moving the stone around, the camera will also move, so you'll put a little angle on the stone. And then throwing direction, you can kind of throw it sideways. I want to change this so that it makes the stone spin, and then when the stone is spinning, if it's got a lot of angular velocity, then it'll straighten itself out, or it'll have like a gyroscopic effect. That shouldn't really be that hard. And then it gets put together into a final throwing force. And yeah, the Z value, of course, is got to be stronger. And then also this sets the stone life, and that starts off as 1. And then so then when the stone is skipped, this stone skipping script is on the plane in the background, and it handles the bouncing of the stone and taking away the stone life. So it gets a reference to the rigid body, it gets a reference to the game object, I'll probably use that later, and then it calculates the skipping angle, and that's the dot product, and it's like the rigid body is transformed forward with the vector down, and this gives you a value, like if it's flat, it's a really small number, like 0.001 or something. I just kind of realized something. Right now it says my throw stone, current stone life, minus equals skipping angle. Well, this should be, you know, math F absolute, because if the skipping angle is negative, which it can be, then it'll be adding. So, well, we fix that. Yes, so then if the current stone life is less than 0, then the velocity is 0. Otherwise, it makes it bounce. And the speed loss is the skipping angle times the rigid body velocity. So if your velocity is like 50 and the skipping angle is like 0.01, then the speed loss is going to be low. So that's like if the stone is flying along at a flat angle, it'll be a low speed loss. But if it's at a high angle, it'll be a high speed loss. It'll be like half of the speed or something. And then the bounce is kind of the same thing, but it's 1 minus the skipping angle and then times the rigid body velocity. So if your rigid body velocity is like 50 and the skipping angle is really flat, the bounce will be pretty strong. It'll be like 49 or something like that. But if the skipping angle is large, the bounce will only be like 25. And that's just roughly gives the impression of a stone skipping. It's not really accurate. Then this is just for, yeah. So yeah, the velocity is subtracted from in the z direction for now. And then there's add force upwards on the y direction, and the force mode is impulse. And that's all there is to it. So yeah, right now, yeah, there's a problem. There's kind of a bug. Like if I hold down this for a long time and then release, it shoots off really far. But if I just kind of do a quick flick, like more realistically, it is kind of realistic. I just need to clamp this, and then it'll work fine. Yeah, that's a bad angle. But yeah, it doesn't have to be really realistic. It just has to look pretty and be relaxing and be kind of satisfying. Be really cool when I put the spin on the stone, and then you can really chuck it. Anyway, that's all.